All right, there we go. Can you hear me now? All right. I was trying to tell you guys, don't freak out because there's no sound because my thing defaulted and I had to go and change a number of settings. I didn't catch it in the first 2 seconds though, and I said the F word immediately on stream. So I was laughing and I was like, oh, I'm so screwed. It's over for me, it's over. And but that's why I was trying to say, hold on, I'll get it up and running. For some reason, the OBS defaulted my sound thing to something else. I don't know why I did that, but I do have the sound on. You guys can hear me good, see me good, I hope. I got a link so you can go and vote in this episode. This might not be a long stream. I'm going to do my best to wake up tomorrow and knife fight someone for some gas so I can try to get some work in. Man, this shit's crazy. I'm in North Carolina for those who are not in my area, who are just caking it with gas. You don't have to knife each other at the pumps. Shit's crazy, man. I'm telling you. Anyhow, all right, so let me lower this. For those who... Wait, where's my... Here's the straw poll. Now. Oh, God. Hold up. Here's the straw poll. I'm going to get the link, and I'm going to put it in the comment section. It's already in the video description. So if you guys want to go and find the link down there, I'm putting it in the chat right now as we speak. So please go and vote on the episode. We're going to check the poll soon, and then we'll check it here and there. Is it 7 a gallon? Nah, it's a little over 3 now. But, man, I tell you what. I miss when it was like $1.98 just, 5 months ago. That was nice. Anyhow, let me see what you guys are saying just to make sure. Yeah, I'm going for a haircut. Well, have a good night, Spin, if you can't hang out. It's a little under 3 a gallon in Alabama. I hear you. Yeah, Mad Max outside. It's crazy. Bro, if it's not one thing, it's another. Nah, dude, guys, I can't stay late tonight. I know it's running gag, because if I can kick it with y'all, I'll kick it with y'all. But let's get straight into the review. And then if you're new here, we're going to do review. We're going to do fan feedback. Just to kick it off, I noticed something in the very beginning. I just want to nitpick a visual. This is some of the stuff that does frustrate me a bit. And I don't understand why it's a thing, because I'm assuming the people running the visual effects, I'm assuming they have far greater understanding of visual effects than I do, or at least the CGI graphics, right? This isn't a practical effect we're about to see. The walker in the very beginning walks right up and into, and we've seen this before, and I think they were... I'll give them credit here. I don't think they were copying the Walking Dead main show, even though it's literally a copy of the same shot that they did pretty much. But I think they were kind of going for that. Morgan's here. He's doing the same shit that they did. That's fine. I don't care. Anyway, so the walker walks into the pole, and immediately it looked bad. Right here, this wooden spike that should probably be a little... dirty just to match the ones in the background. It just looks a little too clean. Anyhow, right as he goes into it, and this is the thing I don't understand with the visual effects, is if you take something like a pencil and then just even put it up to your shirt or poke something into your shirt and yada yada yada, what it does is it doesn't just cleanly go... Now, don't stick it in your body. It doesn't just go cleanly into your body. It actually wrinkles heavily your shirt, your clothing, even your skin. It pushes everything in, and then as it enters, and it keeps that, you know what I'm saying? It keeps that fold and wrinkle in the shirt. And instead of this zombie just with terrible CGI going right through into the spear, there's no wrinkle in the shirt. There's none of this. I don't know. Is that like with CGI? Is that something where it's such a pain in the ass? They just don't even bother. They're like, well, if the spike just goes in his body, no one gives a shit. Like, it just looks so bad. And I don't know if they're trying to go for a lot of shadow or blood, but again, it just looks so bad. Anyway, little nitpick I just want to throw out there. This might be cool. Is this part of the shirt or some blood and guts? Well, no, that's just poor CGI blood. Anyhow, CGI blood looks awfully thick and odd sometimes. Anyway, so we get a very stupid beginning where Morgan's like, yeah, Grace's baby absorbed all the radiation, so that's why she lived. Oh my God, I wanted to beat my head off a wall when I heard that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So you guys hyped it up that she's dead no matter what. Let's skip that and let's go immediately to this awesome part where June runs into toxic masculinity and puts that shit in its place. She runs into this hobo in a camper, and he's an ex-cop, and this is my favorite part. This is where he gives her some of that toxic masculinity and she feeds him his ass. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Because he's a badass, retired, but we just can't have, it's Hollywood in 2020. You just can't have a badass guy, I mean, it's a cliche, but yeah, you can't have the badass grizzle white guy. But John Doerr, as you know, is already white, so they're screwed. They got to pop him in there. But he can't be too badass. So
this little trip, so
right here.
With all due respect, sweetheart.
Oh, you done fucked up. Listen, Grandpa. Oh, man. Listen, you could kidnap me. You could put a gun to my head. You could insult me. But don't you call me sweetheart, motherfucker. I will, even though your finger's on the trigger, I will slam on these fucking brakes. It would have been funnier if he just blew her fucking head off. If she slammed on the brakes, like, don't call me sweetheart. And then she's a fucking gone.
Shut up and drive.
Ooh, see that look? See that look? Oh, yo, the Karen just came out of this bitch. She's like, what? Oh, what? There goes the badass. So much for John Dory's dad being a badass. Look at this fucking bum. Is that a zombie right here? I must have missed that. It's either a camera guy or a zombie. Let's see if he gets hit either way. Oh, it's a zombie. Yeah. Look at how goofy that is. This is your badass character. This is John Dory's dad. I mean, it's kind of annoying too when they do this. They did this in Jupiter's Legacy is a new superhero TV show on Netflix, and it's actually decent. However, it's got it's got some it's weak. It's not as dark, but I had some fun with it. But they have these certain generic characters where, like, the character that's so damaged they just keep ruining their lives. Like, they're just a junkie, and it's like that story where it's like Hollywood and how they look at themselves. Like, their life would be fine if they wouldn't fuck it up, but because they're fucking it up so bad, their life is tragic. And it's like, well, we all can do that. I'm just gonna go stab myself in the hand with a knife. Would you guys cry for me? Would I get a lot more super chats? You'd be, oh my God, Ronnie, your life is tragic. You were sitting there minding your own business doing a podcast and you just stabbed yourself in the fucking hand. Jesus, your life is terrible, man. That's such a tragedy. Here's $100. That's kind of what the one character does in that, and it's real annoying. It's a cliche, but they do this here with this as well. But anyhow, let's take further look at how fucking goofy he is. Look at his fucking screwball. Let's see. Oh my god, shit's gotten real. So my favorite part.
Where'd you get that gun?
You guys know it's coming, right?
Why should I tell you?
Badass. All right, so what's going to happen next is he's going to say, she's going to say, well, you didn't ask about John, motherfucker. Oh, by the way, I was talking, if you lost track, I was referencing the cliche father that abandons his kid, or parent, it doesn't matter, that abandons their kid because they would have made their lives worse if they were in their lives, so they had to abandon them. And it's so I don't give a fuck. You a deadbeat. Fuck off and die, motherfucker. How's that? You know what I mean? Fuck off and die. I don't care. I don't have any connection with this character whatsoever. You bounced. You left the mother take care of, raising the kid, supporting the kid, taking care of the kid, giving the kid whatever. Fuck off and die. I mean, can we kill this character ASAP? Stop making deadbeat parents tragic figures. He's a fucking piece of shit. It was easier to take the easy way out and just, he's probably banging prostitutes and fucking who knows where. Oh, this is so rough. Take that. Anyhow.
You.
Oh, but yeah, she's going to say, oh, you didn't ask about John, and then he's going to quickly go, because this is cliche writer speak we're talking here. He's going to go, well, I'm an ex-cop, honey. I know you got 2 wedding rings. You got this, you got that. You just got dicked down by that fucking hobo back there. I was watching that too, but yada, 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 yada. And this whole time I'm sitting there in my head watching this scene, and I'm going, how did you notice all that and you didn't recognize her fucking weapon that you would have recognized earlier because it would have been an easy threat for the woman you just kidnapped and held at gunpoint? Do you know why they didn't have him do the smart thing and disarm the crazy bitch? He didn't take the gun off the Karen to start this crazy road trip. He put a gun to her head. He didn't trust her enough to keep a gun leveled at her fucking dome, but he didn't take the gun. Why? Because the writers suck at their fucking job, and they wanted this forced scene in here. I don't know why they even... Someone look up the writer real quick and then pull up their filmography, their work in the background. I don't know why they were so adamant on this sweetheart line. Maybe it was that or a combination of that, but bottom line, this should have happened before when he was disarming her. But they wanted it in a clever way, so they should have put this before the road trip and got it the fuck over with. Because as of right now, oh my God, this is... I don't know if we all shut our brains off or something. This is dog shit. I mean, this is if we accept this shit as entertainment, listen, for a lot of the episodes this half that I didn't like, I was just like sitting back like, listen, you guys loved it. I wasn't a big fan. Enjoy it. Gloves are fucking off. There's no fucking way you like this trash. Down the road, it's going to get emotional, and I understand the emotional side of it, but parts of it get real fucking too coincidental. He just so happened to, before he dies, talk about his father and this serial killer, this guy that his dad was tracking, that he planted evidence on. He goes over all this fucking story because the writers are so incompetent, they wait for actors to want to leave, and then they dump all this story right now, and then holy shit, out of fucking nowhere, they run into this same goddamn serial killer, and his dad's just here. How much better would it have been if John is the reason they are on the track of the serial killer? Now listen, maybe that's the case and I missed it somewhere. Let's back up and take a look. But how about this? What if John was the one who found something that reminded him of his dad in some way? And he, because of his that attraction, he found like a whiskey bottle, like a half a condom, and some other shit, and he was like, man, that reminds me of my dad. Like a certain type of cigar, a whiskey bottle, and something, right? And it was like, oh, that reminds me of my dad. And it was near the end is the beginning. So, we would later find out that the dad was kind of sitting there drinking, smoking, and this was like a shock because he's like, holy shit, the guy is out of jail, yada, yada, yada. And it was John who put them on the same track that his father was on. If there was connective tissues there, right, I'd probably be all over it and fine with the coincidence, because then it wouldn't be so heavy. Then it would be John's knowledge of all that is what pulled them closer to finding his father. But then he ends up dying before he meets his father, which there's a part of me, I'm like a girl throwing my hair back with this fucking cord. There's a part of me that's kind of bummed out. Like, you killed John off and then you just brought his dad on. If he doesn't, and I like the actor a lot, who he was in Dexter, he was in fucking everything. He's one of those guys. So I like him a lot. But if he's going to continue to be in the show, I know we got clapped, which sent me in a tizzy. I was real heated, because what's with this bringing characters on and then just clapping them real quick? Why are you doing that? The show is ending and you know it, so you want to give all your friends a chance to be on the show? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Anyway, if he continues to be on the show, which I don't mind if he is, but it feels like they went like this. All right, so Gareth Dillahunt, God bless his soul, is he's leaving the show. He's had enough. He's done. He's done with us. He told us bluntly that we couldn't suck a fart out of an ass if an ass farted in our mouth. So he's gone. He's out. He quit. No, he's done. He's done. Like, he wants to die brutally. He'll go out into the press and say it was so emotional and we came together and it was just the right time, and he'll say some shit like that. Sure, okay. But he wants to go. All right, well, what do we do about the John Dory storyline? And then some intern in the fucking back was like, hey guys, why don't we just bring his dad in and we'll like kill him off, and then his dad will just be like the new John Dory, you know, instead of creating a whole new character and having people fall in love, or instead of doing something with fucking Lucy, you know, that crazy bitch, instead of doing something with her, whatever happened to, you know, sexy bout it, you know, fucking badass Lucy? Holy, she showed up on the spot and I had to take a break. And I was like, damn, it's this bitch. Whoa, you know, she got me going. And now it's like, wait, who's that chick in the back? That's Lucy. Who the fuck is Lucy? Season 3 with what's his name? Who? I don't know. The junkie that wasn't a junkie, the Hollywood junkie, where it's like, oh, dun dun dun, you're damaged and tragic because you're a junkie, but you never see them fiending. Maybe it's like one scene he did. He crawled through a window. I'm still pissed at that pool scene, because here's what a real junkie would have done. He would have stole some shit, and then when his mother came out with some pills, she would have been like, oh, here's your pill for the day, and he would have been like this, okay, thanks, Mom. Fake popped it and used it later. You know what I'm saying? That's a real junkie. Anyway, let's back it up a bit. So, yeah, the intern was like, hey, we're going to bring on John Dory, and our viewers, they've been lapping this shit up. Actually, the first half of season 6 was actually solid. It was really good. I don't know what fucking happened, but it was good. I liked it a lot. This next half, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It was like the writers got brain damage or something. Something fucking happened somewhere. I'm trying to think. Maybe they locked them in a room somewhere and there was not enough oxygen. Something happened. Anyhow, so they had this bright idea. Okay, Gareth wants out. Get rid of him. Let's swindle. And then another intern was like, hey, my great uncle's brother is fucking, what's his name? David Carradine? The guy who hung himself by jerking his gherkin? No. The fucking other Carradine. Oh, shit. Oh, Dexter. I got it. Yeah. Well, he's a friend of the friend and the family and whatever. He wants to be on the show. We'll just bring him in. All right. How long do you think we can rope him on? I don't know. Just fucking bring him on. So he's here until he gets sick of the show, which will probably be in the next episode. He'll get clapped. Anyway, so long story short, Karen, she's not having it with the sweetheart shit, which is fucking ridiculous, because I'm sorry, women. I hear this shit on the internet. I've never heard a woman in real life have a problem with nicknames. I get called honey by women all the time. All the fucking time. I don't think I've been called sir by a woman ever in my fucking life. I mean, have I? Maybe, and it's rare, you know? The rare occasion. Honey, all the time. Every fucking day I wake up, go to the store. Oh, honey, what do you need, honey? Honey this, honey that, honey this. Next time I'm just going to punch a bitch, though. I'm going to say, like, oh, you call me honey. No, motherfucker. It's 2020. You respect me. Anyhow. So, I think it's a type of thing, I will say, that you can kind of roll your eyes at and be like, uh-huh. But why are we making it a thing to throw hissy fits and debates on the internet and jam it in our... It looks stupid on the screen. That looks stupid as hell. It looks so dumb. You know? They're in a zombie apocalypse. And she cares that he's like, sweetheart, if he... Oh, just... What? He fucking kidnapped her. All right. You're coming with me. That's cool, sweetheart. You motherfucker. You know, like, that's the world we're living. That's the world you're writing. It's a fucking zombie apocalypse. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? He kidnapped her with a gun to her head. I'm cool. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking put a gun to my head. That's what you don't see off the screen. Anyway. So, Grandpa is now recovering from his nap. He hit his head off there's some problem under the thing, and let's please skip it along here. You guys know he's hunting that guy, and it's a lot of filler, and they get to, that store. None of this matters. It's all the tragic, stupid, I left him when I was a father type shit I don't give a fuck about. He's a deadbeat dad. And then he lets this idiot get the best of him, which I guess it's kind of fine because then he gets the best of him for a second until he gets shot in the back. I did like... Did I like anything? I kind of did like him by his son's grave. I did dig that. You know, he's shot and dead, and I love how when he's dying, he knows enough to grab. Yeah, he at least he knows enough to brace his fall. Bro, AMC, bring me on a set. Give me a fucking PB&J. I will eat dust. I will fall down. I'll be a dead character and I will fall down. It doesn't hurt. You guys are bitches. Hollywood is full of pussies. Fall the fuck down. You don't need your hands to brace your fall. A dead body isn't doing that. A dead body's just going clunk, 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 clunk. And if you're not willing to do that, right, give them 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Give me $50 and a sandwich. Feed me. I will eat dirt for you. Done, you know? Put some makeup, make me look like a different character, and I'll do it the next day. This guy, here's a little hint for the director. If he's unwilling to fall down like an actual dead body, which we're not talking about you shot him on the roof of the cabin and he's got to just fall face first onto the fucking ground. We're talking it's like 6 inches, bro. And it's close up to the camera. It's not like in the background. It's not a little blurry and muddled. It's 6 fucking inches, right? If he's not willing to do it, or you're not smart enough to ask him not to do that shit, just don't have it on the camera. You can aim this up a little bit, and we can still hear the brump sound, and we get it, you know? Oh my God, this fucking iced tea. The only thing good to come out of California. California raspberry iced tea. Gold Peak, hit me up, homie. Anyway, so I like when he touches the grave. And here's the thing is I do like some of the sentiments, too, with the letter and forgiveness. There's some stuff there that I do actually really enjoy. But, again, part of the big problem is how coincidental it is. John gave her young John gave her a letter that she didn't open that just so happened to talk about her dad, that wrapped up what type of closure her dad needed in this very moment, at the same fucking time that Sherry needs to hear this, yada, yada, yada. A good writer would have done this and you wouldn't even noticed it, right? These people are like, just jam it in there, you know? Then you have all that coincidence at once, and she just so happens, now I'll open it. Just, the coincidences killed me, man. It was overboard. The emotional stuff, again, if you took the coincidences out, and you actually did some small touches to make it bearable, like I said before, just have John notice something that reminded him of his dad, and then John gives up, like, before he was going to kill himself, and then he ended up getting killed. It would have been perfect. He could have talked about it then and been like, I saw that sign. June would have been like, or Morgan, what's bothering you? Well, I saw that sign, and for a moment there, I thought it was my father. I was chasing his ghost, yada, yada, yada. Did I spell it wrong? Someone said coincidences in real big, because I typed that title fast. I might have spelled it wrong. I better look. Anyway, so if John did that and John just told Morgan and or June, like, man, listen, you know, I saw that sign, I saw the whiskey and the same cigar my dad used to smoke, and I thought it might have been him, and I was just, I pushed too far. Now we ran into this little group here and blah, blah. Again, something like that, I would have probably eaten the coincidences for breakfast. It would have been nothing. Did I say that word right? Man, I feel like I'm all over the place. Anyhow, so yeah, Sherry and Dwight, I like both of the actors too, and I don't give a fuck what they're saying. She looks really cute there when she's crying, bitch. Anyhow, I just don't care. Oh, you're going back to Negan? Oh, good luck with that. I don't care. What's this? He gets a necklace. Someone gets a necklace. Is he dead? Is anyone dead? Let's see. Is Grandpa dead? Where is he going? Maybe I should watch this.
To do that. I don't want to. John, yours. Thank you for letting me and John borrow him. You don't have to do that. I want to.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't need him. All right, so he gets him back. I get it. Okay. All right, so they're gone. Where's the old guy? Okay, so he is alive. He's in the side of the thing. For some reason, and now Morgan, since her story arc is done, Morgan's all like, it's fine. Come on back. It's okay. I'm not mad anymore. I got it. Yeah, whatever.
You know, your son was...
Oh, wait. This was even great. When you have characters who have to say this shit... Right here. When you have characters who have to, like... Whoa, hold up. You're my best friend's... what's a good... deadbeat dad? You left him 40 years ago, and now he just died, and here you are?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, he says something that was utterly...
I'm pleased to meet you, but... how?
It's a long story.
You know, your son was...
Maybe that was just it. Maybe it was so ridiculous, just Morgan being like, how? I was like, oh, come on. I could have sworn one of them, though, said, like, how? Like, what? How? I don't know. Something ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What is this? Done. Oh, my God, bro. Done. I just want to skip it.
This man you're up against, I know him bow to stern.
Right. Oh, so he's gonna
have to say that. What you did today is what when I said that they...
I'll check on.
And if he's doing now what he wanted to do...
And let's get to...
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my review of the episode. And the funny thing is, I wasn't watching it like I hate this episode. I was kind of just watching it like, oh, why can't it just be awesome? You know? I'm just going to vote hate on it, though, anyway. I can't not. I'm going to vote hate. I have to. This is trash. This is so trash. And I was so much more accepting until I skimmed through it again for the review. And I just thought, like, I have better shit to do than throw an hour of my life away on some stupid shit like this. It's as dumb. No, it's nowhere near as bad as, like, Batwoman, for example. And I refuse to watch that shit. I absolutely refuse. Most CW shows, I'll be real with you. Morgan said it. What'd he say? I left John years ago, but hi, Morgan. What'd he say? What did Morgan say? But like Batwoman, for example, they do this weird thing where they don't take like what's going on in current times and culture and organically incorporate it. No, they take things that are ridiculous. I don't even know, man, how to label it, and they just say it like it's the ultimate truth. Like there's no other debate. I think that's why people goof on that type of rationale, because it is literally like this. I am right and you are wrong. Shut the fuck up and die. Like that is like, for example, in Batwoman, they have a scene where some girl has like a illegal hospital, and her dad is going to help to make it legal. And again, I haven't watched it, but a friend of mine told me about how ridiculous the episode was. And the way he explained it is, simply put, she ends up having the legitimate hospital now. However, there's a stipulation where she will refuse to call the cops if someone has a gunshot wound. Now, this is what I mean by the ridiculous. I think when I was a kid, they used to call them bleeding heart liberals. I have to mention it. That's the most people who do this shit is under that banner. The bleeding heart liberals, they used to call them back in the day. I don't know if they still do today. I don't know. I'm not into all that shit. All I know is, does something sound stupid or not? Fuck you, Democrats and Republicans. Fix the shit or go to fuck home. You know, I don't trust or like either one of you when it comes to the leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck both of you. I get so annoyed with everyone on the internet because everyone is always like picking a side. Here's my side. You're both fucking idiots. Now, here's the thing. You get, and unfortunately they are more, the bleeding heart liberal type is like, no, man, because like guy comes in with a gunshot, I'm calling the cops on him. Well, I, being a rational human being, would be like, well, why is that? Why do they call the cops when someone has a gunshot? I already know the answer, though, because I've watched a fantastic true story documentary TV show. It's called Homicide Hunter, and the guy who hosts the show, I think his name is Lieutenant Kenda or something. It's incredible, and I'm not even big on those types of shows, but I was hooked. There's so many episodes, and the best part is he was a cop from like the 70s to like the 90s, some shit like that, where 20 some years, and more importantly, when he started being a cop, there was no radio, right? Like shit like this. So you get a perspective of before radios, but then you also get how the police force has advanced and why they do what they do. And here's a quick example of why the hospitals call the cops when someone walks in with a gunshot wound. Because there was an event. There was hundreds of them, but there was one particular event, to give you an example, where somebody came into a hospital with a gunshot wound back in the 70s, and they didn't have the technology to call all the cops and say, hey, guy with a gunshot wound. So the guy back in the day, the cops would come to the hospital and ask one by one, each hospital, because they didn't have the communication set up. Guy got shot in the leg. He ended up leaving. Cops show up like 2 hours later. Hey, and you got anyone here with gunshot wounds? And they're like, well, yeah, we fixed one up. He's been gone 2 hours now. You see which way he went? No. Well, that guy went off, and an hour later, he killed like 3 kids, a woman, and ran to another state, shot a grandma. Like, he fucking butchered like 10 people. Those 10 people, totally innocent people, 4 children, they would have been alive today. Had they just called the fucking cops. Well, back then it was showing you how back then it was crazy, but with technology they were able to update things. So yes, you get some people who are like, that's racist, and it's like, well, I will listen to you and hear you out, explain to me how it's racist. But when you think of logically, do you want to take that chance and say, okay, let's have criminals just run free? Or do you want to put a system of checks and balances in where it's like, well, if someone shows up with a gunshot, 9 times out of 10, they're into some shady shit. And if they're not, it's probably going to be fine. You know what I mean? Like the cops will show up and it'll be like, what happened? And it'll be like, I was cleaning my gun and my wife shot me in the ass, and the cop will be like, all right, are you cool with that? Yeah, all right. Joke. Anyway, I'm voting here. I'm going to vote. We got on a little side tangent just because that I heard that show, that Batwoman. It's so stupid. Not just heard it, but I've seen some scenes, and I was talking to a friend of mine who was, no, we're not doing any Village tonight. People keep asking me to do like a wrap-up stream, kind of just, covering it all. And I think maybe we'll just do that, All right, let's see the results. Show results. You gotta be fucking kidding me, chat. You did that on purpose. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Did you let the emotional shit just fool you or what? I always say, if you love it, fucking love it. Just go ahead and love it. This episode, I think, is kind of the one because you can see the emotional manipulation with all the, the letters and losing John and yada yada. I just can't believe my eyes. This should have been like a meh at top. I'll be real with you. The love and like is overwhelming. There's just no more hope. I think we're at a point now. And there's only 45 votes, but we're at a point now where the core base that is watch, and keep in mind, we were pulling in, I think, in the second half of Fear, I think our numbers have dropped 60%. People watching, participating across the board. Why? Because the first half was actually really good, This back half is just not that good. You know what I'm saying? I think the majority of people who are left are genuinely people who are, I want The Walking Dead. If it's The Walking Dead, as long as it's not shit, I'm there, man. I don't know how else. I honestly, this type of episode, I just don't know how else to justify giving it any type of praise at all. I don't. Again, the coincidence, the unearned connection between the two Johns, when they could have simply, how hard is that? John saw something that reminded him of his dad because his dad is in the area. John is the one that led them towards that, which led them to finding his dad. It's now no longer that big of a coincidence, because it's like if you're at the store and you spot someone's car. Oh, wait, Fred has a red, fucking, I don't know. He has a red Toyota. I saw a red Toyota with a little dent. He has a dent, I think. Is that Fred? And then, holy shit, it's Fred. Because you saw something that reminded you of yada, yada, yada. Anyway. Let's see what the chat has to say. I'm fucking disappointed in you guys. You can love it all you want. I don't care. If you really do love it, fucking love it. This is one of the rare episodes where I'm just like, no, this is fucking trash. I'm done. Fear the Walking Dead is dog shit. Ronnie's just hating. That could be it. Most people liked the episode and saw more positives than flaws. Why review Fear if you just hate it no matter what? Well, that's like saying no one should review anything if you hate it, We've had this conversation with The Walking Dead where it's okay for you guys to hate episodes, and I'm talking to people like The System is Rigged here. It's okay for him to hate an episode, to hate 4 episodes in a row. It's okay for him, but when someone else does it, why are you even watching, bro? Because I saw that where whatever season it was, I think it was season 4, a lot of people had some problems with it. And I liked it. And I liked it even more when I rewatched it, and I grew a bigger appreciation for it. I didn't tell season 4 fans, well, why the fuck are you watching? No, because I'm not a retard. I know that there could be full seasons that they will hate, and then the next season could be a banger for them. Like, most of us hated season 7, right? I bet you 90% of us hated season 7. It doesn't mean like, oh my God, The Walking Dead is forever done. You can have 2 full seasons of mostly shit, and the next season could just be a banger. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have those words come out of people's mouths in this day and age with entertainment, I just don't even understand how I don't know. I just don't understand how we still function, and we can't comprehend that. System is Rigged. I stopped reviewing in season 5 because it got that bad. That is a true statement. Definitely. I was out. It got so bad. Go back and rewatch season 5. That was bad. And I will even say, as bad as I hated this episode, season 5 has a beat. Season 5 is 3 times as bad as this episode, because at least I can make it through this episode and not want to just go nuts. Nerf said couldn't take Lundy serious from Dexter. It's been years since I seen him. Thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. It's been years since I seen him in Dexter, so it wasn't too bad for me. But I know what you mean. Thank you very much again. Angela said, received my copy of Doomsday Kingdom package, and it and the photos are awesome artwork. I filmed opening it, and will post my review channel when fish editing. I think you mean when you finish editing, right? A little typo there. And get computer working. Take your time when you can. It helps us to spread the word, throw it out there, and get some more eyes on it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the story as well. One last thing real quick. Someone mentioned me that their package came. They didn't have the sticker, but they had everything else. The stickers are like the only one-off that's while supplies last. And it's something that I love doing. They're only like a 2-inch by 2-inch sticker, It's something that I personally love doing, that I want to keep doing. We're ordering another batch of stickers. I want to create a different sticker, though. Something, it's a map sticker because it's a map, published book. But that is the only thing that is, because we don't promote it. I might have mentioned it in a video. I'm pretty sure I did. Like, this is because I was packing the earlier books. But I'm gonna be coming up with a new type of design, something. That way you guys don't just keep, because everyone who orders to the best of our ability gets a sticker, or was getting one until we ran out. And again, it's only 2-inch by just an extra thank you. So I want to do that, but I want to change it up some. Maybe do one without the blood splatter, just the map logo. Maybe change up the colors. I don't know. I'm gonna play with it. Mega said I couldn't stand this episode. I'm right there with you. Grizzly thinks I'm out of touch and I should just stop watching. It's funny though, Grizzly, you say I'm impossible to please, yet I praised the first half of season 6. Again, Grizzly, come on, bro. You're killing me here, bro. I mean, come on. Please don't tell me you're going to deteriorate into one of those people. Oh my God, you hate 4 episodes in a row? Bro, just stop watching. I tell you what, your show is done. If I stop watching, if the next guy stops watching, if 100,000 of us stop watching, you should just fucking be lucky we're watching. How about that? How about that? Why don't you give us some credit that we take an hour out of our day to watch your shitty show so it stays on the fucking air? How about that, instead of telling everyone to stop watching it? And I say that out of frustration too, when I'm a fan of a show and I see people like you telling others to stop watching. Why? So they take our show off the air? So they cancel it and do some other dumb shit? People, let's grow the fuck up here. Stop telling others to stop watching the show that you love, because that's going to negatively impact the show that you love. You know, let's fucking get it together here. Jesus Christ. That's just going to steal something that we all love. Again, this is a show that when everyone loves, and we always see these comments like, stop watching, bro. Okay, sure. I'll stop watching and I'll stop reviewing. That'll be another person off of YouTube talking about it. What about the next guy? We go tell him to stop. That'll be another person. Even less relevance, less tweets, less online activity. This day and age, it doesn't take much to get a big dip and to get the corporate people going, yeah, we need to shut it down. So careful what you ask for. Next up. I don't think the Rick movies are totally gone. At this point, I don't... yeah, is it taking forever? Is there a time to worry? You like the sweetheart comment? I think we should be worried, right? But I feel strongly that we'll at least get one movie. I am nervous about what they're going to do with Rick in the final season, though, because I think it's too much. I think it's too much to not pull him in for something. What's the word I'm looking for? It's too tempting to not pull him in for something, you know, because it's the final. Did you hear that the release of John Wick 4 will be next year? No, I still haven't even seen John Wick 3, to be honest. I love John Wick. I think they pumped him out a little too fast. I don't understand the comment section. Well, we got Garv the gamer saying that. I think he's talking about the comment section, saying you are all just shills for the show. You know, there's still 20% of the people that don't like the episode in the comment section. So obviously, just off the rip, by this graph alone, we know that they're not all shills. Like, look, these people are not shills. These 7 people are not shills. These are not shills. And these aren't even shills either. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, from right here, that's proof positive. It's an impossibility. Can you take some people up here? Sure, but don't they have to be, I would imagine they would have to get some type of benefit, you know? I mean, you could call them a shill to be generic, but you see what I'm saying. I don't know what you're saying either. You're just too sensitive, Grizzly. I'll be real with you. I can already tell you're taking it too emotional. I don't like something you love. Get your ego out of it. Who cares, you know? I love shit that people are like, bro, that's fucking corny. So what, dude? You know, so what? I don't care if I love something people hate. Who cares? You love the show. I don't like the show. I can tell you're getting a little too, your ego's a little too closely tied up to it. And I don't know what you mean by, I thought episode 12 was meant at best. I don't know what that means. It's been a good season. I think the first half of season 6 was a really solid season. I think the second half, and again, there's some stuff in it that there's some stuff in it where I can see why it gets people to go, okay, it's something to watch. Because again, it's not dog shit. If you don't mind totally ridiculous coincidences, this episode moves up a peg a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking doing it, though. I just can't fucking do it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. It's too sloppy and lazy to just throw these And again, like I said before, and again, you can't even argue with this. They knew this was coming. They could have easily set it up with 2 or 3 scenes at the most, and they just didn't do it. Why? Because they'll know you'll watch it no matter fucking what. You know what I'm saying? And you are. No, you guys don't care that the coincidences are insane, right? If you don't care, then fuck it. There's no reason for them to do any better. Fuck them. Have you seen a show where the 3 fat girls go all Breaking Bad? No, I need a name, title, or something. Did you see, Ronnie, the Reddit post about you last week? No. Which Reddit post? Wait, where at? I don't follow The Walking Dead on Reddit, so the only thing I use Reddit for is like some of the fig releases. Like, yo, check this out. Fucking my all-time favorite movie. There's not a lot of merchandise for The Thing. That's what this is. So I remember there was a steelbook coming out, and I was like, oh my God, that is fire. Because it's like the monster, the melted face. Somehow, I missed the release. This is when like I didn't pay attention to when stuff was coming out. And I missed it, and I was mad because it went from like a $30 release or $40 release to being like $200 in the secondary market. And I got so mad. Grizzly, I don't know. I don't know how to get through to you. It's not soft. If I wanted to call you soft, I would have called you soft. Again, why are you doing this? You're taking something that I didn't do and adding it so you can start a new conversation or an argument. I truly believe your ego is tied too much into the show because you're getting way too emotional because I don't like something. You're not just simply like, oh, I disagree. Here's why. This scene, this moment, you're not telling me what's good about the show. And that's how I know I'm solid with my criticism of the show, because I don't get people going, this is why it was great, this setup, this scene, this moment, and don't tell me like, oh, it was emotional at the end. Nope. Give me an exact moment or scene to let me know why it was good. You guys see my videos and I break it down when I love something. I can give you an exact explanation of why. The setup, the reasoning, you can do it. You didn't do that. You just simply said, stop watching it, stop watching it, stop watching it. I didn't like it. You loved it. It's over. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Next week, you might hate it and I might love it. Should you stop watching the show? And should you just fucking go? I don't know. I wouldn't tell you to. I would just say, okay, you hated it. Fuck it. Nerf with another dono. Why is Dakota alive? Oh, she's a kid. I don't know what they're doing with Dakota. And again, it's the same thing as Charlie. Have her in. I think they went a little more in depth with Charlie. But Dakota kind of feels like they have nothing to do with her now. I don't follow Fear the Walking Dead on Reddit. What was it, though? Was it some shit talking? I blew up on Reddit, so I'm not going to hate Reddit, because I think when my channel was at like 2,000 subs, a mini viral Reddit post brought me from 2,000 to 20,000, like, overnight. Like, that shit was fast. And then from 20,000 to 50,000 there was another post, but I don't think it was all Reddit. There was one on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. It was one of my prediction videos that got a lot of traction. But I ain't mad at Reddit if they hate me now. I ain't mad because they helped fucking build the channel up big time back then. Well, I'm glad you're here still listening, zombie. If you're talking to me or talking to the chat. Yeah, Modern X, if Rick comes back in season 11, I think it gets too clunky because if we bring him back, you got to incorporate that with where he was. You're skipping a lot of time. Chris Rock and Spiral was a good movie. Listen, I watched several reviews about it, and all of them were like, it's trash. I'm nervous because I do like Saw. Oh my God, I got the new Saw Steelbook, for a something coming up, but I'm a little nervous because I do like Saw, and they get real cheesy and corny. And here's a perfect example of Saw 1, the very first Saw, for its time especially, was fucking incredible. It was absolute. I still remember where I was when I watched that such a late night at work. I put it on to fall asleep to. It was like a weekend, drinking some beers. I stayed up watching like a movie or two. I had nothing going on. I put that movie in, and I stopped watching it at like 5 in the morning. And I remember leaving my house because my apartment was on a second floor. My brother lived in the apartment on a first floor, but like across the way. And I knew he was getting ready for work, and I went right over, and I was like, yo, when you get home later and you want to watch a movie, watch this shit. Watch it. I still remember it clearly because the end, I don't know if I was overtired or what, but I fucking loved it. Saw 1 was incredible. I don't really remember to give it an exact time of when it started falling apart, but near the end of the Saw franchise's life, it was trash. However, it was a guilty pleasure for me to watch. I fucking loved it, even though it's trash. I mean, I love it. And this is why I argue about we need to stop being so fucking sensitive, with fucking everything. We got to stop because it doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. Illogical shit frustrates the shit out of me. You can love something that other people hate. You can hate something that other people love. Who fucking cares? Like with Saw. I love the shit out of the franchise, and I recognize it is embarrassing trash towards the end. But it's a guilty pleasure. I mean, there's even a name for it. Fear was never that good. It had good points, but most people won't miss it. If the show ended, the original show is ending, so what's the point of Fear anyway after the main show ends? Just to keep as many people watching as possible. At this point, I stopped watching, but I'll listen to you. Well, I appreciate you being here. Where's Spin? She had to go. She had things going on. I'd rather see Rick back. Well, I'm just saying it's easy to forget you ever praised this show at all after dogging the past 2 episodes. Grizzly, and again, just please do me a favor. Listen to yourself. Well, I'm saying it's easy to forget. And I admit, sure, because there was a big break. Yeah, there was a break in between when I thought it was good and now where it's been real slacking. But it's been easy to forget you praised the show after, and this is the part where I just want to headbutt a fucking wall, after you were dogging the past 2 episodes. So I can't go more than 2 episodes hating the 2 episodes. Like, listen to how that sounds. You've never hated 2 episodes in a row from any fucking TV show and then came back around and been like, oh, I don't know what they did those 2, but the rest are fire. You've never done that. Give me a fucking break. There's been tons of shows that I loved and they had some stinkers, yo. Prison Break. I mean, oh my God, the coincidences in that show, get the fuck out of here. The coincidences were so massive, but they did it in a fun way, and it was easy to go, yeah, that was real stupid, but I loved it. Worst. I'll give you a fresh comment. We're still going to talk about it. If you don't want your comment read in the chat, don't put it in the chat. I don't care if it was an hour ago. If it scrolls up on the feed, it's getting read. Do I have a time on this? I could probably look. Mags. I'm sorry. I keep saying max because the screen is a 1440, so it's even smaller I got to deal with now. But he said, I just would have even liked where John sees clues to his dad, and then he finds out the serial killer, and it turns out they're both hunting him, and John ends up finding his dad or something, or maybe no. That's one thing where I did have to go, wait, huh? Wait, what was this? On the movie The Thing, who threw the underwear in the garbage can? I know the answer to that. I forget what that is. I don't want to get off track here. If you already know the answer, why are you asking? I just recently watched a video on this where they broke that down. Are you genuinely asking, or are you going to turn around and go like, it was this guy because I just watched that video? I forget. Hold on. Going back to the other one before I read your comment and I just bounced on you. That's literally what I said in the beginning of this, because I agree with you. I think it's so much smoother. And when we saw that it was his dad and when it was revealed, I mean, hint, hint, I think it was leaked like a week ago. I didn't want to mention anything, but you guys are probably keeping in touch with it. If I heard about it, I know you guys heard about it. But it was I don't know, it was floating around like a week ago. But when I heard that, I thought, why? Why bring his dad right after killing him? I don't understand that. But now that I've watched it, I know why. Or at least I feel I know why. The actor left and they wanted John Dory on the show. One of the more popular characters. Come on, guys. They just gave you an older John Dory. They were like, okay, this actor's out. Let's bring another one in. They just flipped it. Oh, you're talking to me? All right. Dude, Mortal Kombat 10 out of 10 they killed. I was thoroughly entertained. Loved the video game references. Flawless victory. Yeah, see, another thing. Mortal Kombat, I know a number of people that really were not impressed. I know a number of people that really liked it. I'm not going to go 10 out of 10, though. I thought the Cole character was a ridiculous, stupid addition. I had a lot of fun in the theater, though, so I don't give a fuck. I went to a movie theater, I watched Mortal Kombat. I enjoyed myself a lot. But yeah, Cole was stupid, and what's even worse, though, is Cole's, outfit. It was a whole big thing. Really lame. Whoever came up with Cole's outfit in Mortal Kombat never needs to go near anything that represents something cool visually ever again. As a job, stay away from picking out what looks cool visually, because that is not it. Not even close. It looks like a confused Aquaman, like a modern day. I think Fear was trying to make Charlie like Negan is to Walking Dead. It's not going to happen for her, though. No one cares. If they are, they're going to mess it up by keeping the pusher in the background. Yo, real quick though, with Fear and The Walking Dead, here's another reason why I find these shows to be such a pain when they do the I'm going to put the straw poll in the chat, though, real quick for any newcomers to go with the straw poll. Here's why I have such a problem with the bottle episodes and the structure. Not Charlie, but Dakota. Dakota was very important for the finale of that story arc, but also the finale of a beloved character and what comes next. However, because they're doing this bottle episode, what happens to that character and that momentum? It's gone. That momentum is buried with John. It is in his grave. It's not going anywhere. And what they're going to do is they're going to try to bring it back in 2 or 3 or 4 fucking episodes, because they're on this split episode storytelling structure. And they're not going to be able to keep that momentum because you're not going to care like you cared then. And sometimes they wait so long, you're going to forget stuff. Like with Lucy. Again, they had her sidelined and they did the same shit. They tried bringing her back. They tried giving her storylines. It wasn't catching on. And again, that's because they're doing this bottle episode storytelling where they put them on the sidelines so long that we forget about them. We lose track of them and they don't grip us the same. So then when we watch those episodes, the internet doesn't blow up with love for these characters and curiosity and intrigue, because you killed the momentum by stopping the story and going a different direction. Maggie's going to go crazy. Well, That's a weird one because she has, at least as far as we can speculate, she has kind of a rocky relationship with AMC. I mean, depending on what side you're looking at, they didn't want to pay her what she felt she was worth. You know, whether that was too much or whether they were being cheap. Now, we've seen actors be greedy, right? So we can understand that. However, we've seen AMC be cheap as balls. I mean, that's clear. So, again, I don't know. I'm not going to point the finger at either one because we don't have the information. But I don't think they're all lovey-dovey. Now, if she's going to stick with the franchise, she would most likely have to continue on with her story here, like the comic, and have a more prominent leadership role in the Commonwealth. That would give her room to branch out and do more stuff. The only thing that leaves me hesitant is, again, she doesn't have like the best relationship with AMC, so I don't know. All right, let's for real. We had a fun. I had fun anyway, and let me put this out there too. For anyone that gets like, I'm from Pennsylvania, it's a more northern attitude. You could curse each other out at work. I hate you, you dumbass moron, yada yada yada, and then go drink a beer afterwards. It's hard to tell when you're doing this type of thing, especially on the internet. It's hard to tell who's gonna, carry a grudge or yada. I don't care about anyone that I was arguing with in the chat. You're more than welcome to stay here and hang out. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Hang out here. You can say fuck Ronnie and leave. I ain't mad at you. Do whatever you want. But you're always more than welcome to hang around, I don't break easy when it comes to different opinions, different this. But I will snap at people. Just because it's a little more interesting that way. It's a little more of a vent. And I don't do it often. I used to do it a lot when I was blowing up. But then I got a lot more subs, and I thought I better tone down because people might find that a little abrasive. Is that a good word for it? But yeah, I don't care. Anyone's more than welcome here. But I'm not gonna. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not gonna buckle though and call next week a glorious, ride through the pleasure dome or some shit like that, just because I don't want to go another 5 rounds with you guys. If next week's episode sucks, get ready for it, because I'm not gonna not tell you. Sorry. AMC is always cheap. Yes, it is. No hard feelings, just disagreed. You're more than welcome to disagree. I don't want everyone to agree. Imagine how boring of a review that is. So, guys, this episode was great. The whole chat. Yes, loved it. Yay. Okay, so there's nothing to talk about. No, there isn't. Go to bed. What are you doing, guys? We're all going to bed, too. Imagine how boring that would be. Oh yeah, wait, real quick. You guys probably don't care. I just wanted to show off Mac because he's from my all-time favorite show. But anyone who is actually curious, they got this wild fucking doc from 2015. I think it's 2015. It might be 2005. I always forget. My favorite part is he comes with a case of money. For you King Kong fans, my grandmother, I gave her one of these. She's got it proudly on her dresser. I didn't know she was a big King Kong fan. She saw it and was like, King Kong, this is awesome. I was like, here you go. You want it? He's got a little airplane. There's another version, with open jaw that's got some animals. What else was there? There was another one. This, for you guys who like The Boys, I want you to take a peek at this. There's Homelander. Unfortunately, his face is a little... NECA has been getting really good with their sculpts. I think this one is okay. This one is creepy. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm not sold on the Homelander sculpt. I don't know. I might have to see it in person. He looks good there. Here's Starlight, Starbright, whatever. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get... oh my God, what's his name? Butch? Butch first? Butch or Dutch? Something like that. There was another one though. Oh, this is what I love. Frankenstein, bro. Oh my god. That's fucking awesome. Mezco has one, and I was so tempted to get it, and then I was like, nah, because I don't want to spend $80 or whatever it is on like a little 6-inch figure. So I'm thrilled that NECA's gonna do one, because I will grab one of those. Werewolf from, Starlight. Is that it? I like the light up eyes. Butcher. That's it. What did I say? Dutch, something like that. Butcher. Yeah. Yeah, Walking Dead kills the characters they throw off to the side. That's possible. It's possible that they could start doing some more here, but I don't know. They did Chandler dirty. Yeah, there was something there. I still agree with my conspiracy theory. My theory was, with Rick leaving, they knew that fans would look to Carl to be the legacy character, and it makes sense. It's Carl, so fans would want him, or picture him, or the franchise would seem to be on his shoulders, and as an actor, he couldn't carry it. He's gotten a lot better, though. I've seen him in some other shit since The Walking Dead, and it's a shame, because and he openly talks about it. If he would have just been serious and been like, listen, I need to, step my game up and work on my craft, he probably would have been killer in The Walking Dead, and may have even taken over that lead role. Like, imagine if he was, let's say, Leonardo DiCaprio back in the day coming up, and he had like that charm and charisma, and he had, you know what I mean? And again, I'm not talking about his little, the young girls thought he was hot, that type of attraction. I'm just talking about the talent and charisma and charm and his range. If he had that, he probably could have inherited the main show after Rick left as a legacy character. What ifs? You want a what if series with Shane, Carl, and Glenn, and T-Dog? Maybe not T-Dog. That's actually a decent idea. I am totally against the what if series. Now, here's the thing: if they do it for anyone who wants it, I'm not going to stop it. I don't, But you couldn't even pay me to watch it. And I'm just letting you know how much I just disagree with that. Just because I don't understand the concept of watching or of being entertained by something that is essentially like a dream. Like, for example, they're coming out with a new... this is terrible. Oh, my God. Clementine in the comic. I don't even want to mention this because it's... Oh, my God, it's bad. Here's my... Oh my God, this is bad. Here is my, this is my Discord. I think you can find a link down below. They're coming out with, really? What are you doing here? They're coming out with a comic for, that's terrible. They're coming out with a comic for The Walking Dead. It's got Clementine and Rick. Now, I'm pretty sure it's fantasy stories where it's not like real canon stories. I'm pretty sure we already know the Rick is because it's the futuristic alien stuff. I'm not buying those. I'm not reading those. I'm not even going to review them simply because I just can't get into something that's, I don't know, man. It's so nonsensical. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why they did it. I don't understand why anyone in the world would even want to read it as a freebie. I mean, maybe it was a freebie, like in the back of issue 75, they tried to do a little fake out with fans. Not try, but some stuff was, Rick got knocked out, and then the comic continued like he woke up and it was zombies and it was all this. It was just a fake out ending, something that was fun for fans. And it was fun. Back then, how fans read it and they were like, wait, and they went to the internet like, what's going on? That is fun. However, to say, all right, we're doing a special with The Walking Dead, you're not going to check in on some of the characters and see what's going on with the continued storyline. You're just going to continue with a fake alien storyline that's nothing. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. And to add insult to injury, I don't... Oh, my God. I don't want to shit on like artwork, and I don't even know who drew this, and I fucking hope it's not Charlie Adler. We've been seeing Clementine for how long? And this is Clementine. What you're looking at is Clementine from Telltale's The Walking Dead in comic book forum. I don't even know what this is. I can't. I'm waiting for people to talk. It's a parallel universe. Yeah, that's fine. It could be parallel to my ass all at once. I don't understand why anyone gives a fuck about parallel. Now here's again. If I am just out of touch, fine. If people are like, no, we want it, I'll take it. Fine. I'm just out of touch when it comes to that type of shit. I don't understand, man. I just don't get it. It's not even with stuff that could be like Batman and Superman. I mean, some of this shit, maybe because I can't zoom in a bit. I can open original, maybe. Yeah, it's just going to blur out. But here's what it is. There's no way you can't see that. That's Clementine. Telltale's The Walking Dead. This is Clementine. What? What happened? This is the special. You guys are going to buy a story that doesn't matter because it's not real. I'm hoping the Clementine story is real, but from what the description said, it's just some random parallel universe type thing. On top of that, this is Clementine? What the fuck happened? Why are we getting these books if they're not even going to try? I mean, her peg leg could be fine. I mean, it's covered up. I was looking up something about T.I. My aunt was like, yo, T.I., man, he been doing some wild shit. I was like, I didn't hear anything about T.I. I'll pull up the Discord and do, where's it at? I'm going to put it in the chat because I got to get going. So I'm going to shut this down. Let's see, map. How do I create channel? I keep forgetting how to do this shit. Oh, invites. Here we go. So how do I use a link that's already created? Invite code. Oh, that's cool. I can see that. All right, let me create one. Copy. All right. I'm going to put it in the chat. And these invite codes, I'm going to make a permanent one so we can use all the time. And then once we grow to a certain thing, so we don't grow too fast, I'm going to put it as a like an invite only type thing. Yeah, Maddie says, I don't care about parallel universes. Dude Guy says, putting Clem in the comics is stupid. The games are supposed to have a different variable. Depending on choices, she has missing fingers and scars. That's another problem I had with the game, having her do different stuff, because what happens when you tell her story and you're picking canon and it's different for other players because they played it different. I don't like the idea of that. I don't think we'll ever have a pick your story for Doomsday Kingdom unless it's totally separate from the other characters, and it'll never mesh because, again, I also disagree. For me, I get picky like that when it comes to entertainment. Like for Batman and Superman and all these other superheroes, you could do a parallel story like the Joker. Oh my God, I love that movie, you know? Outside of being related to anything, like it's not related to anything at all. When I watch it, that's, it's separate movie, but it has the characters we know. And that's fine. And again, I think that's fine for me because it's its own complete story. But when you get these little mishmashed pieces of, like with the Walking Dead stuff, it was just a fun gimmick. That's 3 pages of Rick waking up, Michonne dies and gets her head ripped off, but there's no story. Even for a parallel universe, there's no story there. It's just like like fan service diarrhea. And I'm trying to be honest, like, what is it? Rick and Negan fight with lightsabers? Like, where's the story? Oh, that's it. I don't get it. Maybe you guys can read it and be like, yo, this parallel universe shit was fucking off the hook. Here's why. Oh, yeah, Grayson made a good point. If this is a parallel universe, why does she still have her leg gone? That is going to seriously limit what she can do in the comic. Yeah, it's here's the thing: it's a parallel. Maybe Clem's isn't a parallel universe, but like I said, when they described it, it sounded like, yeah, it's not canon, or at least that's how it sounds. We know Rick's isn't. He has a fucking lightsaber. Wendy says, I like Clem, but her time is way past. Yeah. They could, you know what? Take someone who can make a good game. Like, there's got to be people out there. I don't fucking understand this. It doesn't have to be massive and AAA. Play smooth, look good, get a simple but effective story, get Clementine. It's her. It looks and plays like The Last of Us Part 2. And you know what I mean by knock it off with the comic book look like Telltale. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it, though. It was fun while it lasted, but stop it. Bring Clementine in. Bring AJ, whoever you want to bring in. Do that type of game. Keep it like a 6 to 12 hour game. Keep it simple but effective. And put them in that world. Immerse them into that world with zombies. You're going to have a hit. You're going to have a friggin' phenomenal hit. But they don't do this shit. I don't understand it. I don't know. One day, when and if Doomsday Kingdom comes anywhere near being able to make a game and film a short, I'm going to be able to unlock the answers to why you can and can't do certain things. How we are in 2021 and Clementine or any Walking Dead video game for the comic, because he doesn't have the rights to the show, there's no Last of Us, Days Gone, Red Dead Redemption, Ghost of Tsushima. There's no that, and I'm bouncing between open world and linear. There's no game out there yet that utilized and took advantage of a player base that is massive. That would eat, all Last of Us fans would get that as long as it looked good and it wasn't a fake out. Like an amazing trailer, but then, you know, like, what was that one? Outbreak? No. Overkill. An amazing trailer where the trailers blew me away. Oh my God, I thought we were getting something incredible. And then the gameplay was like, hey, it's like Call of Duty. And it's like, whoa, really? Halloween is a parallel universe story. It could have been good. Yeah, Halloween, again, now we're getting into by name. It's, you know, it's the same thing, but it's not the same thing, because Halloween 2018 is its full complete story arc. I have no problem watching that. I have no problem watching the original sequel and pretending like, okay, it comes after. At this point in time, I have no problem watching all the Fridays with their ridiculous problems. That's all fine. But it's still complete storylines. What I'm talking about with the parallel universe in the comic, it's just random bits of things happening. It's not at all. Now, maybe this one is, but it's so short, I don't understand how it's going to be. So you guys read it and let me know. Maybe it is. I've allowed way too late for the comic is over. They should have put her in when they still had it going on. Waited, now it's money grab for fan service. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it, other than it's the 10th anniversary and anything from The Walking Dead sells good. And as much as I would love to just shill, because for my position, that's the best thing to always do. Shill for Kirkman, shill for AMC. And again, I'm saying that just because it's the honest truth, because when you're all positive, there's a chance I probably would have collabed with them a lot if I just constantly stayed positive. I can't do that because I feel like I gotta be honest, man. If the fans eat this up, fine. But if I was like, nah, do like a little side story of this character, and it has to be canon, like my video game for the Walking Dead. Like as a fan, if I'm like, yo, bring in Clementine into like The Last of Us, it looks like it smaller, yada yada. If I did that and it blew up, then it'd be like, oh well, yeah, fans want that. You know, it's kind of like a pick or choose. Because you need that type of criticism. You can't just have people saying everything you do is great, because you're going to slowly lose people, and then you're going to be not relevant enough to even get support from anyone when you want to make a new movie, show, game. What's her hair? What the fuck is that? I don't know what's going on with this picture at all. Would love to see an older AJ with Clem as a mentor type character. See, another fantastic idea that could work. Yeah, I already went way too long. I would love to sit here and chat with you guys more. I said an hour, but actually I was only going to go a half an hour, but we're already at an hour and 22 minutes. So your last questions, let's get this off the thing. Let's refresh this. Oh my God, you're killing me, guys. You're fucking killing me. Only 8 people hated it. 2 people disliked it. 16 thought it was meh. But then we have 17 that liked it and 25 that loved it. To be honest, we have 68 votes. I think this is real telling. Well, no, I got to go back and look. I think for the second half, you guys watch the videos. You can tell. I'm pretty sure we were somewhere around the 90s to 100 before I stopped even paying attention. And I've been noticing we've been getting less and less and less interactive less and less interaction with the polling, less comments, less people, in the second half of season 6. So maybe that's going to continue. I don't know. I hope it picks up. Grayson says, I used to draw faces like that in the corner of my math book in middle school. Yeah. I did too when I was in friggin' 5th grade, right there with you. How do you do the poll? I'm going to put wait, it depends. What are you going to vote? I'm going to put the link in the chat. Shit. I put the Discord link in the chat. You can use that, but I'm going to give you the poll right now. Yeah, I'm going to give you the poll. Bada bing, bada boom. I gotta find time to get something done tomorrow. I was supposed to, on my other channel, I reviewed an accessory pack, the Ronnie Hayes channel, for NECA made a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle accessory pack. I reviewed that, and it actually blew up. I was shocked. I thought I would get a few hundred, because we have a smaller channel over there. I was supposed to review this tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna get a time. I don't know if I'll be able to get time. Any Predator fans in the chat? This is a sculpted piece by NECA. It is a alien tail from the movie Aliens. It's called the Bone Throne. It's the alien tail in the back, and in the front is the Queen Alien's head plate, face plate. I don't know. But this is the head of the Queen Alien. That's the tail in the back. And then you got all these monsters and different creatures right here. You got teeth and faces. You got human skulls. I mean, it's pretty wicked. It's resin. I think it's coal cast resin, some shit like that. And then you got these little plastic spikes. I think they're fins, alien fins. That if you buy the Queen Alien, these are on the alien, but you plug them into the chair. You actually plug them into human skulls in the back right here, which is real cool. This thing is pretty dope. This piece right here goes for around $200 to $400 on the secondary market. And it's something that NECA released for $80 a few years ago. And the reason I was going to review it is because NECA put up... no, the throne isn't still available, but check this out. NECA randomly threw a few of them up on their Amazon shop and for retail price. And I was like, I got to review that. And I'm probably going to send it out the door because they sold out within an hour. And I've talked to a lot of people that bought them. From my estimates that I know of, there was about 10 to 20 people that I know of that said that they jumped on it. There could have been a lot more because I shared it in a post. I think they only had like maybe 20 to 50. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a haircut, Anakin. We've talked about it 5,000 times. This week, next week. But part of... Anyway, I'm going to review it. I wanted to do a repaint, but seeing how crazy people are with it, I think I might review it and then let it out the door as a little flip because it's a really cool... Some of it I'm a little disappointed with. I'll explain in my review. Yeah, that's it though. And like I said, I'm gonna do my best to do the Doomsday Kingdom stream. Those books are still available. I'm getting people every day ordering a book, receiving a book. Every day someone orders a book. If you want to order it, go to Indiegogo, search up Doomsday Kingdom. We have links down below in the video description, but it is a fantastic, high quality, and we're running out of the posters and bookmarks and trading cards. We just ran out of the stickers, so right now you still get everything, but we're getting close. We're down to our last 2 boxes, and then we're done forever. And ever and ever. And we mean that. Like, we're never going to reprint this special package again with everything included. Again, Indiegogo, Doomsday Kingdom. And this Thursday, we're going to have a Doomsday Kingdom stream discussing the whole volume for everyone that read it up until this point. And then we got Doomsday Kingdom updates we're going to start pumping out. But like I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's get the stream over with. Not this one, but the Doomsday Kingdom one. Let's get that over with. Let's discuss the volume. And then the following week, we're going to come out with a announcement where you guys and when you guys can buy issues 5 and 6 at the very same time up on the website. Instead of waiting, instead of releasing issue 5 right now, and then physical, and then, because issue 5 you can read it, doomsdaykingdom.com, go get it digitally, but issue 5 physical, we're ready right now, but we're going to hold it, and issue 6 is so close, so we're going to combine them so that way you pay shipping once and you get 5 and 6 together. And then we'll move on and hopefully we'll be caught up for 7. But yeah, what did you say? Thoughts on possibly Madison returning? I'll be real with you. I don't even care. I was a little beat down, but I'll admit defeat. I am out of touch with it. Fear of the Walking Dead did a rope-a-dope, man. They came back with season 6. And I'll be real with you, I enjoyed the fuck out of the first few episodes a lot. I really had a lot of fun. Go back and watch those old reviews. But the truth is, since we came back from the break, I just can't fuck with it, man. I just can't. So, I don't care if Madison comes back or not. I don't believe she is coming back, just simply because they got rid of her to give Lenny James the lead. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I got to get going, though. Mega says, can't wait for mine to get here. I just sent a few out, Thursday, Friday, all week. I sent some out. Looking forward to the DK stream. Well, I'll see you guys then. Ron, if you're looking for a good horror film to watch, try Dark Was the Night. Really good. That sounds familiar. I'll look it up, though. All right, guys, stay safe. And if there's anything else coming out, I will let you know. Maybe I should remind you of one thing. There was something that just released. I'm not getting it, though. But I will throw it out there because I did review the previous ones. That is this. This is the one. Hold on, though. Don't rush to buy it yet. This is Last of Us, the unofficial Part 2 Ellie, but hold on, because the one I reviewed last year from Part 1 was from this company. Now, this company is still the same one that I personally would go for if I was to get one, just because I think the heads are better. You get 2 unique more unique heads with the growling face and then the normal face. It's the same company that did the previous Joel and Part 1 Ellie, so you know what you're getting. You get the coat look, which I like this look a lot, but you also get the pipe, the machete, the stand, the thigh holster for the pistol, the bow and arrow, the knife, the silenced gun, the scoped gun, the shotgun, the book bag, the 2 heads, the scissors, the different hands. You get all that. This one is about to release maybe in a month or 2. However, this one, if you're just getting an Ellie, this one's called the Revenger from giantoy.com. They are a legit site. This one's out now. It's in stock now. If you do get it and you review it and you got pictures and video, hit me up because I would like to see it and check it out. It's got two different heads, but one of the reasons why I don't like these heads is because it looks like it's the same exact head, but one has a little bit of blood and one doesn't. Now, I remember saying in the past that heads should come where if you got two heads and they're a little bit different, do one blood and one none, because why? If you have a little bit difference, do something else. Now, this one has the better machete. See this machete? This is part 2 machete. I mean, that is fantastic. The other one, I don't know why. I do know why. This is the machete they used for part 1. So instead of giving us a machete from part 2, they did a really cheap retooling of. They just used the old tooling from that machete. So it's up to you. I really think this would be top notch if they got rid of this machete and actually did the machete from the fucking game. I don't know why they did that. That was stupid. But this has the bracelet and the knife, the pistol, the bow and arrow, the sniper rifle, the machete, the two similar faces, one with blood splatter. This is $180. You won't get the guitar, I don't think, because it's a pre-order only, and this is in stock now. So just a heads up. I'm not getting it. So I will not be reviewing it, but if you're interested, grab it. Again, giantoys.com. And then here's the other one that is not out yet, may be out, I don't know, soon. Refresh that last bit. Pull up my window here so we can roll out. You want to see Madison return? Grizzly said, these writers are just trolling with the whole Madison thing. They refuse to confirm her fate, which is just whack if she's supposed to be dead or whatever. I haven't seen the writers talking about it, but I admit they're probably trolling. I don't think she's coming back. The actress definitely doesn't want to return. That I believe. I don't think the actress... Bro, it was her show. Once her husband it was really her show. Her husband, her son, done and done. And once they brought Lenny James over from the crossover, it was literally... I wasn't in the room, but there's no way it wasn't. It was literally been like, you can cross over and it's now your show. Because that's what they did. There's no way they didn't. And in order to give him the show, she had to be gone. Now, I do think she could have been an equal player, but maybe there's contract things, being on the roll call, maybe because of being a lead, all that technical background bullshit that I don't fuck with, but there's stuff like that, with the, who's, I don't know, who's headlining this bitch. Maybe it was offered, like, you're headlining because she's gone, so you could take the show and yada, yada, yada. I don't think she's going to come back, man. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe teaser just dropped. Yeah. Ellie, no, screw Last of Us now. I said something. What was it? I'm still... Last of Us Part 1 is still my shit, right? I'm never going to back away from that. Part 2, in my eyes, is a parallel universe. For real. I don't know how many years it's been since she was seen. Yeah, it's Morgan and Friends. All right. I got to get going. All right. Be safe, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. I'll see you next week, maybe. Maybe it'd be easier for everybody if I just back off and upload a little mini video. But stay tuned this week for Friday the 13th, Part 3, Flaw and All review. At least that I'm very pleasant, although I do have some negatives to discuss because I was shocked. I watched it. And I lost a little bit of respect for Part 3. But oddly, I gained a little bit more respect for Part 2. And I did not see that one coming. That was a surprise. But stay tuned. That's coming up this week. I'll see you guys at the end of the week in some way or shape or how. I don't know, somehow. Good night.